What's up, everyone? It's Justin Parnell back again with another episode of Journey of Discovery, the free-to-play MTG Arena series. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel and leave us a like, a comment, and a share if you don't mind. If you want to support the show further, go to patreon.com/thinktwicemtg, and if you want to hear the Thinktwice podcast, search Thinktwice MTG on all audio platforms such as SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. All right, this week, finally, we have ranked Ravnica Allegiance Draft, which is the draft that we're able to do with gold. And as we see, we have about 6 drafts saved up. So we're gonna be going through these over the next several weeks. But I'm really excited to do this format. I like the Guild of Ravnica. I've only drafted this one a couple of times in real life. And then as well as the free one that we had a few weeks ago from the pre-release. So haven't had a ton of time with this format, but I'm interested to jump in and see what we can do. So without further ado, let's do just that. Okay, so a lot of the rares in the set, as in most multicolored sets, are quite powerful. So it's always good to look in the rare slot to see if we get anything. And of course, if we want to pick up a shock land or something that maybe isn't the absolute best card we could be picking, but is critical for a collection. Unfortunately, Revival Revenge is a card that's just okay. I think this is a fine card. It's very playable, but it's not something that I'm super excited to first pick. So I kind of want to just look around to see what the rest of the cards are in the pack. But that being said, there's not a ton to really get excited about. I think from what we can see, we have a mediocre removal spell. I think this is fine, but it's essentially a bad Grasp of Darkness. It's a last gasp and a Raise Dead stapled together, which is fine. I don't think Baker Blood is good. I do think that the Galloping Lizrog is good, as is Applied Biomancy. Those are both two excellent cards. Maybe Revival Revenge is good enough, the revenge part, that we just want to take this, but Orzhov is not super aggressive here, so I'm really torn on this pack. And maybe the answer is we just take the rare, just because it's about as good as the other 2 cards, which are the 2 other uncommons. And then I think the next best common is the Applied Biomancy, although Scorchmark is fine, Summary Judgment's fine, Mammoth Spider's fine. We'll just take the rare. I'm not excited about it, but it is a reasonable card. Okay. Now here we do see 2 pretty good cards, and we actually have some solid options in both black and white. In white we have Ministrant of Obligation, which is a super solid card. It's kind of like a weird Lingering Souls. And then we have Spire Mangler, which is also a solid card. I don't like it nearly as much as the Ministrant, but it's a 2/1 flyer with flash, and it's a 4/1 on defense if you play it into a blocker. So either way, I'm going to happily take the Ministrant of Obligation here. Okay. So the card that I like the most in this pack is pushing us into a direction that is not with the cards that we have, and that is Rhythm of the Wild. This card is super great. I don't want to say it's broken, but every time I've seen this card played in Limited, the person that has had it has won. And it's easily the best card in this pack by a lot. So even if we don't end up playing it, I am going to take it, and I'm going to start looking for some Gruul cards as well. Now, there's something that is exciting to do, and maybe this is the time that we do it, and that's doing the Gates deck. And you really need a couple of the payoff cards, but we do have Gates Ablaze as one of those payoff cards, and it is a good one. There's a gate in every pack, so we're going to see a lot of gates. This kind of just lets us pick the most powerful cards in the pack, and then just go from there. This is a critical card to have, so I actually think I'm going to take it, and we're going to see if we can do these gates, this gate stuff. All right. Okay, so now it's definitely telling us, because we immediately find an Archway Angel after that, another big gates payoff. So we're going to take the Archway Angel. So now essentially we're kind of just saying, oh, take the best card in every pack, but we also need to look at gates. So far, Naya is kind of what we're working with. We haven't drafted any blue cards, but we definitely want red, and we probably want green. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the gate. As long as you're not passing up anything that's kind of critical to your deck, then the gates are always good. The Knight of the Last Breath is fine, but it's just fine. I'd rather have a gate. We're going to want a lot of those. Okay, so no gate here, but we do have a locket, and I'm actually going to take this Orzhov locket. We're not really passing up anything, really, for much of any deck. So we'll take the Orzhov locket, and we're going to just be looking for, of course, the gates. As soon as we get the gate, a couple of the gate things they drop, but we'll have a chance for plenty of gates. I think we're going to kind of lean towards Naya here. So we'll take this Rubble Belt Runner. This card is completely fine. It's solid creature. All right, here's another gate. We're not passing up much. Mammoth Spider is good. I don't want to talk down about Mammoth Spider, but we need the gates more, so we're going to take a gate. Oh, and here's a Mammoth Spider. We'll take the Mammoth Spider. Nothing we really want here. I suppose Exposed to Daylight is the card we're most likely to play, but it's highly unlikely. All right, we'll take another gate. And we're not going to play any of these, so we'll take the wall. We'll take this and take this. Okay. All right, so... All right, now it's definitely meant to be if it's giving us a Plaza of Harmony, which I think at this point we have to take, right? If we're trying to do the gate thing. We have 3 gates, a handful. I want to move some of these cards. We actually end up doing pretty good here. Yeah, we're gonna take the Plaza of Harmony. This is gonna be a good card in our deck. Okay, we got some more gates. Aeromoculus is a solid card. We're not in blue. We're, like I said, we're kind of in Naya gates, and we're gonna splash this Revenge Revival. Even if we were, I think I would probably pick Coda Constraint over it, just because I think this is a very good card, and it's defensive, which is kind of what we're looking for. We're not necessarily looking for. We can find some finishers, right? Like we'll just pick up finishers. But the only other card that we're kind of like looking for our deck is the other than the Gilgate is like the Gruul Locket, but we can get that on the way back. This is not gonna be a Gruul Beastmaster deck. I think it's likely we're gonna end up in 5 colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the code. Okay, a couple of sweet cards, but we have a Gate Colossus here. Gutterbones is sweet. Not for this deck, just sweet in general. Carnival Carnage is good. Summit Gilgate is good, but we're going to take the Gate Colossus and keep doing gatey things. Here we're actually going to take the Absorb for our collection. This is a card that I do want, and rare wild cards are going to be at a premium. Even though we're passing up a lot of really good cards, this is just going to be a collection pick, which when you're free to play, those are decisions that you have to make every once in a while. Ooh, we'll pick up this Mortify also. This is definitely a premium removal spell that we'll certainly play. Okay, Bring to Trial solid. We'll just pick up a gate though. Here's a Grasping Thrill. Easy pick. Best card in the pack for that. Here's another gate and another Grasping Thrill. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 gates so far. but I'm going to pick up this Grasping Thrall. Nothing too good here. The card we're most likely to play is Dead Revels. I always like having a couple of these. Options for a couple of these. We'll take the Wall. Let's see. Red, black. At this point, we'll take the Orzhov. Orzhov Locket still. Oligarch. Yeah, we'll take the Oligarch. Consigned to the Pit, which is a card we're unlikely to play. Cry the Carnarium we may play. Okay. So here we see a Tithe Taker, but we also see a Gatebreaker Ramp. This is going to give us like one of all of the sweet gate cards. This is the one that we're going to take. Even over the Tithe Taker, which is a sweet one, but Deputy of Detention. This is too good to not take. So we're going to take the Deputy of Detention. I was fully on taking the gate, but this is actually a powerful card, and we could use one for our collection too. Okay. Let me move some of these down so we can actually see how many cards that we have. Yeah, this deck is looking all over the place, which is exactly where we want it. Consign to the Pit, or put it in the board. Get the points good. We just need gates, though. So we'll take gates. I'm going to take this Rixmati Reveler for our collection. This is also a card that we're definitely going to play. So nothing too crazy to pass up. We're going to take a gate. Same here. We're going to take another gate. Here's another Grasping Thrall. We'll take that. We're not going to play 3 of these. And I'll take the Wilderness Reclamation for our collection. Best card in the pack is probably Sentinel's Mark, so we'll take that. Unlikely to play it. We'll take another gate. Late gate. We'll take a Rebel Belt Runner. Not going to play any of these. We'll take this uncommon for our collection. Take Fireblade Artist for our collection. Maybe. Well, I don't want to play 2 Consigned to the Pit, so we'll take this huge Mungulus just in case. All right, there's another Locket. Okay, so we picked up a few things for our collection. We picked up an Absorb. And then other cards that are actually going to make our deck. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 gates and a Plaza of Harmony. That should be sufficient. And we can probably figure out our mana situation. We have a lot of 3s. We have a lot of 3s. We probably will play these Orzhov Lockets since we have 3 of the Grasping Thralls. We have a Mammoth Spider. This isn't really doing anything except for having our opponent's life total, but that might not be bad. It might not be bad. In fact, it's probably good enough. So we're going to play the Sentinel's Mark. How many creatures do we have? 12 creatures. That's actually a solid amount. I'm going to play the Sentinel's Mark. This can give something lifelink for a turn. It's actually a card that I like. And probably a Consign. This Absorb would be really ambitious. You gotta have 3 particular colors of mana. We do have these, we do have a Plaza, which helps. We have 2 Lockets. I like the 1 Dead Revels. I don't want 2. Don't want the Fireblade Artist. Don't want a 3rd Locket. Oligarch is too low impact for our curve. So it's really Huge Mungulus, Consign to the Pit, and Absorb. Let's see. It's 3 or less. This actually gets back a lot of creatures for us, surprisingly enough. I really want to try to play Absorb. We need double blue, though. We're only going to have 1 island. Yeah, Absorb's not going to happen. We have Deputy and Coda Constraint as the only blue. Okay, looks like it's going to be this Consign. Or it's the Huge Mungulus. Oh, this card is so bad, though. Consign to the Pit. I mean, it does kill something. It's not. It can't even. It's not even an instant for 6 mana, and like the 2 damage is just so irrelevant. It's so totally irrelevant. I could just play Exposed to Daylight, but we have a lot of 3s. Blue is just impossible for Absorb. It's the card I really want to play. It just our deck didn't break like that, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Oh, we'll just play this Consign. That's fine. Not excited about it. The things we need is green. Looks like green, red, and white. The deck is suggesting double black. 1, 2. Yeah, we do have to have double black also. The Cry is going to be tough on curve, but everything else is fine. We can have them later. So white, we need early. Oh, we do have 2 Orzhov Lockets, so it's not that big of a deal. So things we need early are really red and green. So red sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to cut a black, and we're going to add a green. Despite our... we got to make our picture Plaza of Harmony. That would be brutal if we didn't do that, because then we have no shot if we don't have the right picture. Leaves us 1, 2, 3 with 2 gates. Maybe it's the white that we don't need. That's what it is. We'll add another black back and cut the white. Because we really only need it for this top end, Ministrant, Mortify, and then the Grasping Scroll. So we just need 1 of those. Okay. All right. This deck is, it's something, man. We're going to do it, though. We're going to do it. Easy 7-0 coming up. Okay, so because we have the Rixmati Reveler, we can turn this Consign the Pit into something else, or this Cry of the Carnarium into something else. We also have Plaza of Harmony, which is going to fix our mana, so we're going to keep this hand. Jund Colors with a Deputy Detention on the battlefield, or in our hand. There's a Gates of Blaze. That'll be nice. Fun thing about this, our opponent probably thinks that we are not interested in trading, and they could not be more wrong. So since they're Orzhov, we're going to ditch this code, or we're going to ditch this Consign. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to spend a black, yep, you got it. We're just trying to buy time. We're just trying to buy time. We don't have 2 more gates, unfortunately. We'll play this Rubble Belt Runner. Vindictive Vampire, alright. We'll play a Ram. 3/3 Ram. That'll get bigger next turn, because we're going to draw a gate next turn, just to clarify. opponent has a grasping thrall on 5 already. There's our grasping thrall. But, alright. We'll attack with our runner. We don't want to trade our ram. Because our ram's going to be bigger at some point. Alright. There's a plains. We're still have nothing. That's okay though. It does not take much is the good thing. Doesn't take much for us to get going. Yeah. No blocks on the blade juggler. Okay, so we can deal 2 to everything. If we draw another gate next turn, we can just sweep it all, which would be pretty great. But we'll pass for now. Looks like our opponent can really only get in with grasping thrall unless they destroy our ram, which would be unfortunate. All right, we'll block here. I assume they're going to give it death touch. Otherwise, we go to 4. Yeah, we'll take that though. Oh, that's okay. All right, that's nice. I like that. Good on you, opponent. Okay. So we can get gates ablaze and get these 2. I think what we want to do, because we can gates ablaze and then get this next turn. So I think we need to play this because we're going to have to chump block here. Yep, we're going to do that. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, looks like we're dead. We did not hit our land drops, and it's too late. It's alright, 7-1, 7-1, 7-1. Alright, game 2, we're down 1. Match 2, rather, I guess. I don't know how you say it. How you're supposed to say it for best of 1. Anyway, we're going to mulligan this hand. This one we're going to keep. We'll put that gate on the bottom. We're just going to spend the... Unless our opponent looks like they're putting significant pressure on us, we're going to spend the first few turns just setting our mana up. Note that we obviously can't spectacle unless we hit something. So early in the game, if we draw this in our opening hand, then we're likely just going to play it. And if we draw it late in the game, then we'll try to hit the spectacle. Okay, so we're going to pitch the island here. Gates Ablaze is a nice pickup. Okay, we'll get all our 5 colors accessible. We're definitely going to want to build up for more than a 3 for 2. Ooh, nice. Okay. And we'll just pass. At some point, we'll chump with the Reveler, and then cast Gates Ablaze when our opponent has something that we're a little more interested in killing. Not like Rakdos Locket. Maybe they just come in with the Trumpeteer. They didn't attack with the Plague White or the Footlight Fiend last turn, so I can't imagine they're going to decide to this turn, but all right. As expected. Well, we'll take 1. We're going to hold this Deputy. We're just going to keep building up until our opponent gives us a reason to sweep the board. So far, they have not. They have not given us that reason. Destroy target land. All right. Not exactly what we want, but all right. They have cut us off from deputy of detention for the moment. Not from mortify. I mean, they have for this turn, but 2 on the top. Okay. I suspect those are lands then. Okay. Another gate. Next turn, the deputy's back on. I could probably be getting in some damage had I Sentinels marked the Rixmati Reveler earlier. I'm okay holding on to that to put it on a Ram or a Gate Colossus one turn. Alright. Alright, we're cut off from Deputy of Detention. Let's take one. Still cut off from the Deputy. We'll pass. Maybe our opponent has more rubble readings. No. Okay. Right in Menace. Alright, this is probably enough. Got a +1/+1 counter. Yeah. This will be enough for us. Yeah, I'll just take this. We have a mortify. Only we had another land, but that's okay. Maybe we should get in a free 2 damage. That would be great. No. No such luck. That's okay. We could get it with the Sentinel's mark, but I'd rather just hold that. Rubble Belt Runner is sizable enough for me to put the Sentinel's mark on in a couple of turns, so. And we'll take one. Okay, another locket from our opponent. This will give us some time to. Can't be blocked by creature tokens. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get the runner out. We do only have 2 more sources of blue mana in our deck. I can say I was not expecting land destruction. So there's a chance we could just be stuck with this deputy in our hand for the rest of the game. And we have 1 more Azorius Guildgate. Oh no. We have 1 blue source. We have 1 more Azorius Guildgate. For our 2 or 3 blue cards, we have a Code of Conduct, Code of Constraint. It's one of those. The Deputy, and then I have to believe something else. Okay, so our opponent chose to not Spectacle since they're hitting us for 1. Could have just been a mistake. There's definitely a chance of that. All right, let's put the Sentinel's mark here. Interesting noises continually going on. Okay, we gain some of that life back. We're gonna go ahead and play our Rhythm of the Wild out. We're not needing to mortify anything this very moment, so. Flames, okay. Yeah, no blocks. We'll take 5. I'd rather keep the runner around. And let's go ahead and give this this spider haste. Attack here for 7. Five toughness, which is the perfect amount to get through this Rafter Demon. If they leave the Enforcer back, there's a good chance that we're going to mortify that. Carnage. All right. Oh, we're definitely going to get rid of the Deputy. And let's just get rid of this Dead Rebels. We'll just keep our removal spells in our hand. I can't imagine our opponent attacks with their Orzhov Enforcer. No. Okay. Well, there's an Archway Angel. Okay, let's get rid of the Enforcer. So our opponent can now double block the Mammoth Spider. They can double block either, actually. Which is fine if they choose to do that. Yeah. So they'll trade both of their creatures for the Rubble Belt Runner. We'll have a Mammoth Spider, and as soon as we hit a 6th land, then we have an Archway Angel and a Consign to the Pit to deal with anything nasty. Okay, looks like Mammoth Spider's going to be the one going down. That's kind of the one I thought. Even though it's more power on the runner, I would imagine that Flyers is going to be something maybe more troublesome. Though this, I did forget this was a Vigilance, so this was probably the correct one. Is the Rollabout Runner to fight? Okay. Well, there goes the Angel. Well, fortunately, we still have Consign to the Pit. So, if we hit them this turn to 4, they can't play a creature, or we kill it, and then they lose. Okay. Oh. Grasping Thrill is good. We probably should have played this with haste. All right. We forgot we had the old Rhythm of the Wild. All right, guess we'll give it a +1/+1 counter. That's pretty bad. Okay. Fortunately, it didn't end up mattering, but almost did. Just forgot we had this Rhythm of the Wild. Okay, our opponent does have a redraw. Okay. Did not end up mattering. Alright. Gates takes 1. Okay, we have no gates, but we do have 2 very good cards that we can play on curve on 3. We'll probably hold the Gatebreaker Ram and get the Ministrant down. But either way, I'm fine keeping this on the draw. Oh, Lord. Okay. Screaming Shield says, equip creature gets +0/+3 and has 2 tap. Target player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Noted. So they could equip it this turn and then begin milling us for 3 on that. Or maybe they're just using it for defense, but for some reason I doubt it. This card is very expensive to get the first activation out of. It's 6. Which is a whole lot. Alright, we are going to get the Ministrant down. Only because we're not really getting to anything. I guess the earlier you can revival, the better it is. Okay. No attacks. Alright, there's our first gate. And as such, we'll play our Ram. Which we can get back with Revival. So that's good. Right. We're going to just play a grasping thrall after this. I forgot this could ever tap. It's so rare that it does. Any gate would be a very good draw for us. Take your pick of gates. The old steeple creeper. All right. Let's give Sentinel's Mark to the ram. And let's mortify the steeple creeper. And then we'll get it. Okay. Our opponent's had enough. They get stuck on lands. Okay, so we're not close to casting these grasping thralls, but we do have a catch-up card and our sweeper, so we will keep this. Okay, there's the white mana for half of our, the other half of our hand. If we get a black mana, we're going to be in great shape with these grasping thralls. Well, we'll keep playing the gates. All right, we're going to be able to curve right into the grasping thrall. 1 and 2. High alert. All right. Some BS. BS card. Well, we'll try to get our opponent with these flyers. Maybe fly over their walls. They draw a card and gain 2 life. Then when they play an instant during their main phase, they can return this to their hand. All right, we'll go ahead and just get the angel out. 8, I think 8 is enough for us to gain. And we did that so if we next turn, let's say we draw a locket, we can play forest, locket, and then grasping thrall, rather than wait to try to gain more life. It's clear our opponent isn't putting much pressure on us. This would have been an insane hand against insane hand against a aggressive deck. So, deputy detention, eh? All right. Oh, our opponent can hold that for us. And then, when they deal with these 2 grasping thralls. Also, we weren't playing around deputy. That was just a nice, you know, a nice little bonus. Okay. They're gonna put these things back in their hand. Okay, so this game's flying, and it's gonna be a 5/5. All right. Right on. No blocks. It's okay. Our opponent is they're doing some stuff, that's for sure. Let's see if we can, before they can get rid of our flyers, let's see if we can do more stuff. Ooh, that's 1 flyer. One flyer there we'll get rid of. We'll tap like so we can actually sacrifice this. Yeah, we'll attack. Our opponent will block. And then at end of turn, we're going to sacrifice the locket. And draw 2. Opponent is slowly accruing some card advantage. Got it. Cannot attack unless we pay, which I believe that we will. Twilight Panther, okay. Get to the point where the gates might be ablaze, set ablaze. Go to 18. See what we can come up with here. Okay, so now I'm much more likely to do it now that I can Gates Ablaze. Oh, I gotta pay 2? Alright. Now I cannot Gates Ablaze and get this Grasping Thrall. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it though. Especially since we have another one. Yep. We'll go ahead and do it. Unlock our angel. Gain 10 life. Knight of Sorrows. Alright. It's still saying it's going to cost us 2 to attack, even though it's not anymore. It'd be nice if our creature got that pump. Okay. Let's play our Grasping Thrall. And we'll play our Rebel Belt Raider as well. We might just need to get... The reason I'm doing this is our opponent has 2 Dovins. This thing, Acuity, so they could be at 5. Okay, that creature has Defender. Yeah, there's ways that they can inconvenience us enough that just one of these creatures doesn't do it. All right. We have Gatebreaker Ram on 3. That's about all we need. We're gonna... that LD card's gonna be tough for us. If we roll up against that, but hey, if we can avoid it, then let's gain some life and play our Ram. We have Dead Revels to get all these sweet creatures back in our hand at some point in the game. And here we're just going to play a Rebel Belt Runner. Only because I don't want to trade a Ram for just this. I'll trade it for both. I'll definitely trade the Ram for both. And I'll trade Rebel Belt Runner for either. Okay. Well, we still got nothing. Still got nothing. Hello. Our opponent is saying good game. Hello. Gyre Engineer. Alright. Right on. Okay. There's another gate. So now, opponent has to block with 2 things. Excellent. And I think I want to go ahead and get it back. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Only because... Only reason we're doing that... So we're going to play Gate Colossus next turn. But there's a chance that our opponent could play something big. With the Engineer. They still have 6 mana available to them. Nope. I got a 2/3. Okay. Alright. Let's attack for 3. The double block will happily take out this Gatewing Spy. Oh, Fairy Duelist. Okay, I guess we... Oh, we don't have white mana. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, bouncing the old Colossus. Alright. So even if we draw a white gate, we can start casting these Thralls. Not a white gate. That's okay. We'll attack here. Another fairy duelist. They're going to eat our runner. They are. Okay. Okay. We'll play an 8/8. We do need to get a white at some point in the near future. I would really like to get it now-ish. Okay. So they're attacking us for... Not sure. Some unknown amount. 6. Okay. Oh. Well, we can't get the spy, but we can get everything else, so let's go ahead and do that. And we'll play our ram back. Put our opponent to 2, and seemingly would be very difficult for them to escape from this, but yeah, okay. Gates ablaze, all right. Okay, on the draw or on the play, this hand's not good, so we're going to mulligan. Okay, this hand is much better. Notably because we're close to Deputy and close to a Coda Constraint. I think we'll keep it just because we have good catch-up cards. We got to put that on the bottom, though. Okay. Opponent might be looking to get aggressive. Alright. Need to draw a land. Okay. Our opponent not putting too much pressure on us. Okay, there's a land. And I'm just going to go ahead and Code of Constraint. Actually, we draw a card either way. Okay. Tap it, it doesn't untap. Yeah, we'll wait. The draw card part is the part that I'm most interested in. Okay, well, we'll gain 2 and draw a card. Not exactly what we want to be doing, but we do hit a land, which is what we want to be doing. So now we just need one more land to get Grasping Thrall, which we do indeed hit. Now, I'm going to play this mountain instead so we can get this runner out. This will kind of hold off the 10th District Veteran. This deck does look a little rough when you just don't draw any gates. Okay, we're taking 5 to 12 here. All right. Well, we just hit natural domain, just like we drew it up, right on curve. That's good stuff. That's real good. Final payment, going to 8. That's gonna get a little hairy for our opponent here, I think. We might be able to take advantage of their greed. Alright, we'll go to 11. They'll go to 6. I think they're about done with final payments. Okay, so they're going to gain 2, go to 8. But they have 2 of these, so there's no way we can't just take advantage of that, obviously. I mean, that's why we have this card, right? Is to unnecessarily 2-for-1 our opponent with our rare. And even if they kill this, yeah. No, we won't block. We'll take 3. We're going to gain a bunch of life, so... Okay, let's gain 6, go to 14. So I gotta kill both of these. Or come up with blockers. So this deputy is gonna just hang out. Yep, nope. Nope. Pass. Pass on all that. Opponent goes to 5. Okay. And they got nothing. Alright. Domain. Natural domain does it. Alright, well we do have 2 of our best cards, but we only have 1 land, so let's dip in. This one looks good. We will keep any gate. We'll keep any gate as a land, and then push any non-gate. So if it's Plaza of Harmony, I'm really going to have to think about it. Okay, we'll keep this gate. Now to note, we can't cast Rebel Belt Runner yet. We can play our Ram, which of course we're going to do on our next turn. Hey, there's Plaza. Now we can cast the Runner. But we'll just play the Ram. I would love to make this Cry the Carnarium good. This deals 1 damage to the player. Okay, so this is a much better blocker then. Okay, looks like our opponent is also playing gate stuff. And we'll just play this Raider and then pass. No attacks. Okay. Gate Colossus from our opponent. No attacks. We're going to take 8 for this turn. Though, this is going to be the largest thing we're going to be able to block for sure. Okay, opponent with their own angel. Okay. The black squeeze is getting real. Might be losing to the mirror match. Okay, well, we're not dead yet. I think we mortify the Colossus. Okay. So we do get a good attack from our opponent, which is allows us to, I mean, we're going to, it's not like we're in great shape. We're going to 2. We do have 2 blockers. We're going to play a Grasping Thrall. Now, if they play a Grasping Thrall... Okay. Well, we have to pitch this Cry, because we have to keep the Thrall. Oh, they get Gate Colossus back. I was hoping we would get some amount of turns before that happened, but no such luck. Okay, so we need to block here and here, and I wish we could block here, but we can't. Very, very unfortunate, but that's the reality of the situation. We're more likely to draw something that can block this next turn. I think we have to block like this, actually. And then also block like this in case they draw a removal spell. This is our chance to block. Because we can kill the Colossus and then essentially get a turn to deal with the Angel. Yeah, take 2. I don't know what it is that we could have, but I mean, we could draw our own angel. That would be good. Doesn't deal with their angel, but we're not dead. We're dead to this Colossus that our opponent has. Okay, well, still not dead. Not quite dead. Okay. Okay, Colossus. Removal spell kills us. Grasping Thrall kills us. Okay, Gate kills us. Attack from our opponent kills us. Okay, good game. Okay. We can't cast the Rubble Belt Runner, but we can cast just about everything else, so that's good enough to keep. And we'll play Mountain Island, just to make sure those can get down. Mountain Island and then Swamp. Okay. Well, this is setting us up for a turn 4 Thrall, which is going to be good. Yep. Got to stick to the plan, unfortunately. This doesn't help us cast the runner anyway. I think I probably should have played the Guildgate and changed to Ministrant so we could block here, rather than let our opponent loot. Yeah, I think that definitely should have been the play in retrospect. No blocks. Because we don't want to trade our Thrall. This is one of our primary win conditions. Let's hold open the red. Just because Scorch Mark is a card that we could potentially have. We don't, obviously, but hey, they have it instead. Speak of the devil. A gate would be a great draw so we could get the Colossus down. Oh, especially now. If not, then we'll consign to the pit this big thing. Yep, that's what we'll do. Okay, what is this? Count. Okay, got it. It's a 6/6, is what it says. Ooh. Alright, so we can put our opponent to 5. We go to 26. Attack them to 2, and then we can just Grasping Thrall them next turn. That seemed pretty good. All right, that was pretty powerful. I imagine it just gets more powerful the higher you are. All right. I forgot we had this card in our deck. Down to 17 from 26. Well, desperation mode from our opponent. Good game. Okay, let's try to attack first. No need to show them the second one. All right. All right. This, not a great hand. We certainly need white, and if we didn't need white, we needed green. So let's see if we can find something better. I would say this is definitely better. It is 3 colors. We still need white, but we do have black. We have red and green for rhythm, and we have a scry. So we'll keep it. Gate Colossus. So this is going to cost 5 right now. You know what? I think Gate Colossus is powerful enough for us to keep. Also, our opponent did mulligan to 5. Not that I'm necessarily taking that into consideration, but that's going to give us a little more time. Opponent looks like mulligan to a 1-lander. Drew his second one this turn. Okay. The Locket is a good draw for us, obviously. So if we draw a land the next 2 turns, then we can get out the Thrall. If not, we'll get out Rhythm of the Wild and try to make short work. Okay. Well, in this case, we're just going to play Gate Colossus. Especially since we have Sentinel's Mark. Yep. Alright, well, the 7th one wasn't exciting. Alright, well, I gotta be honest, I promised 7-0. I hope you guys can live with 7-2. This deck was sweet. What I've realized is one of my least favorite things out of Arena is not being able to click on your deck after you put up a 7-win series with it. But, you know, that's how it's gotta be sometimes. Gates are sweet. We actually ended up with all of the Gate payoff cards except for Gateway Sneak, which is the worst one by a lot. Gates Ablaze, Archway Angel, Gate Colossus, and of course Gatekeeper Ram. Any number of those usually turns into a pretty good Gate stack. Having all of those meant that it was a very powerful Gate stack. We also had a bunch of Grasping Thralls, which are like one of my favorite cards just because the rate on it is just really good. It's just really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you guys can replicate this drafting Ravnica Allegiance, because this is probably one of the most fun decks to draft if it's open. And you guys kind of saw how I kind of moved into it when it seemed like it was open. So yeah, Gates are great. Thank you guys very much for watching. Support this channel by subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. If you want to support this show or Thinktwice podcast, go to patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. And of course, search Thinktwice MTG on any audio platform like SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. Thank you guys for listening. See you next time.